Welcome back to the Linkvana training series. This is going to be another link breakdown, and we're going to be covering Squidoo properties. So let's look at some examples first. Okay, so here's our first example of a Squidoo property. And right away you can see that it has a lot of content, a lot more content than, say, a typical article. And it's not just regular text content either. You have pictures, you have these little widgets here. So overall, the entire page is just, more thought out and more built out, really. And so what we're doing here is we're really just building out an entire page all about your niche or your keyword. So what happens is when you build a page like this, you're going to have more content about your niche, and therefore the page is more relevant to your niche. So again, when you build these, you get 800 words and then some other widgets, pictures, YouTube videos if it's applicable, things like that. And then of course, you also get your links. And here is another example of a Squidoo lens. Again, you see a lot more content than a standard article. And it's not just, regular content. Like I said, you're gonna have videos in here, pictures, whatever it needs to kind of get that edge and make it stand out. And then of course, in there we have our links that we need for our SEO. Because that's what this is all about, really. It's about building good content, but it's also about getting better rankings. So Squidoo is really good for that because you're building these, incredibly well thought out pages that link back to your site. So they look genuine, they look organic, and that's what Google wants to see. So now let's go back and talk about the benefits of building these Squidoo properties. Alright, so the first benefit we always discuss is the authority passed. In this case, the authority passed is a 4 to 5, which is pretty high. Now the reason it's so high is because unlike traditional article marketing methods, or like easy articles, or these sites that just accept articles, Squidoo properties, like you saw, have to be more thought out. They have to, have more elements, be interactive. They have comments at the bottom. So it's not just a standard article blast. You're really building a good web page. And in fact, with Squidoo, if you don't have a strong account associated with this page, then the links won't even be do follow. Most links that are built on Squidoo are no follow. Luckily, when we build a Squidoo property for you, we use these powerful accounts to guarantee that your links are going to be do follow on Squidoo. And that's why it's such high authority. Now, indexation speed is a 3 out of 5. Squidoo is a really, really high PR site. And so these links are going to get crawled really fast, and Google's going to notice them and give you that boost much quicker than a standard, just article blast. For the benefits, contextual links from hard to acquire sources. And I say hard to acquire sources because these are hard to acquire sources. Squidoo just doesn't make anybody's links do follow. Typically they make them no follow. Only once you have, that authority with Squidoo, then they'll make your links do follow. So these are not something that, you can just do overnight. You have to build credentials with Squidoo. And for the usage, you just get one link to any page. So you can link to your home page or your inner page. I find I get the best results when I link to my inner pages from my Squidoo properties, but feel free to experiment with it and see what works best for you.